Hello everybody, welcome back to Warwickshire Outdoors. I'm out in the woods today. Brought a few things with me, a little stove, make some tea. I'm going to show you a new book I bought about tracking, which I'm sure you all may have heard of by now. And I'm just going to sit around and enjoy the day out. It's quite windy today. Average speed is round about 20 miles an hour maybe, predicting gusts of 40 plus. So I'm under a bit of a shelter today, but I'm going to enjoy the sound of the wind in the leaves as well. So catch up with you soon. Well guys, I'm glad you could join me today. It's been a while. As a matter of fact, I'm really pleased the season's changed and it's not quite as hot as it was. I know I shouldn't moan. It's nice to be out in nice cool weather. Autumn is definitely on its way here. Leaves are on the ground, weather's changing, significantly cooler than where it was, although we did have a very long hot summer here in England, in the UK. Yes, I'm glad you could join me. I'm going to get set up and put some tea on. So today in this side pocket I've got my stove water and to brew kit really. I've got a litre of water, I've got some spare fuel. In here is all my tea bags that I need. I haven't bought any coffee today. And in here I've got the BCB Crusader cook set and with another litre of water in there. I've also got some fruit and nut mix. So here's my view from my seating area. I love it here. So I know I've done a video of this before. People obviously have made videos of this on YouTube, but for those of you who've never seen one before, I'll sort of show you what's in here. There's the BCB plastic cup, a litre bottle of water, a spoon. That doesn't come with it, it's my own spoon. This tin foil lid I made when I first got this several years ago, 5 years, or whenever it was, and it still works. Here's the stove itself. There's a bit stuck, but there's the stove itself. You put your fuel in. There's your pot. Sits on there. Job's a good one. Well, it's got quite dull since I've got here, and the wind's picking up. I've just had a look on the forecast again at the Met Office, and it's saying 22 to 45 mile an hour winds. It's due to start raining round about 2 o'clock. The time now is 12:30. But it's gone very dull. There's a couple of options on which you can use on the stove. You can use a Trangia burner, gel fuel. I tend to use these Fire Dragon blocks. They're eco-friendly, they're light, they don't take much room, and they just do the job. Oh, another thing it comes with, this kit, which I'm sure I showed you in a previous video. It comes with the BCB fire steel, and it's even got a little compass on the back. And it does come with a striker too. Water's on. Not taking long today. Well, that's definitely ready now. Well, a big mug of steaming tea. Look at that. It looks like about a pint of tea in there. It's an awful lot. I need it though. So, my latest purchase is a book, and it's Mears' latest book. I didn't know there was a new book coming out actually until I saw it advertised a couple of weeks back, and I was really pleased when I saw what the subject matter was. Ray Mears Outdoor Tracking Handbook, how to find anything in the wild. There you go. UK 19.99, Canada 35.99. So there we go. Don't know how much it is in other countries, but there we go. Brand new. I've just started reading it a couple of days ago, so I'm right at the beginning, so I don't really know what it's like, but I'm really interested in the tracking side of things. I bought another tracking book about a year or so ago, which I quite enjoyed, but I'm really pleased that Ray Mears has done one, because I just love his books. It's Ray Mears, what's not to like? So I'm going to really enjoy this. I always try to use a bit of tracking. I just love looking for tracks and stuff like that. I'm no good at it, but hopefully after reading this I'll be a lot better. That's my hope. And I wouldn't mind doing a tracking course. I looked at one that Frontier Bushcraft do, so I might look at doing something like that next year, maybe in the spring or something, whenever they're running. So that's my plan. That's what I'm thinking about doing, because I really find this subject really interesting. So I'm going to have a read of that, sit here, listen to the trees, listen to the wind, read my book, finish my tea, and I'll speak to you again soon. Guys, I've had to bite the bullet and buy some new boots. So I bought some Mindall boots, I think that's how you pronounce it. I've only worn them a handful of times. Not a lot for me to say about it at the moment. They're not cheap, so I'm hoping they're going to last a long time. They've got that nubucky leather finish to them, and they've got some protection around here. I did have some Scarpa boots, which the leather got really scuffed and became really suede-y. To be honest with you guys, I just want to get an old-fashioned pair of leather boots that you can just polish. I almost just bought some second-hand army boots or something like that, but anyway, I wanted to treat myself to a decent pair of boots, because I get really sore ankles and feet these days, so I thought it was worth investing in a decent pair of boots. And I wanted something that came higher up as well. So once I've worn these for quite a while, I'll let you know how I got on with them. The rain's definitely coming down now. And the sun's coming out. I've been walking around here for a while, looking at the ground. This is quite pine needly, sprucey, this ground. It doesn't leave much of an impression even if I stand on it. Not to my untrained eye anyway. So I've been just having a look around, seeing if I can see anything. I can see some pine cones that have been eaten. There's some places where the soil has been disturbed. There's lots of acorns dropping off the trees at the moment. Oh, I can see a squirrel. There's a squirrel just there. I don't know if I can pick him up on the camera. He's stopped. He's eating something. There he goes. Now, even if I put my foot on the ground here, I stand quite heavily on it. To my untrained eye, I can't see that anything has been there. If I just walk normally, can I look back at the ground and see anything? Not really. There's a slight disturbance here, but if I didn't know I'd just done that, that wouldn't mean anything to me. So I'm really looking forward to reading this book, practicing as much as possible, and to see how much better I get at things. I've had a bit of a wander around here. I haven't really picked up any deer tracks or anything much really. I've seen a squirrel, so I know there's squirrels in here, and I've seen evidence of them eating here. That's all I've seen. It's a fantastic environment though. There's all sorts of stuff that will pop out to me. Now I know that not long ago here there was a group of people here who were allowed to come and use this area for a while. Can I see any trace of that to my untrained eye at the moment? No. Apart from over here. Somebody's had a fire here and they haven't disposed of it correctly. That's a scar on the ground. I'll have to have a word with the people that run this place. They shouldn't let this happen. Maybe I should give some lessons, maybe. Not that I'm an expert, but at least I know how to leave no trace a little bit better than they do. So as I move on here, I'm looking for things and nothing really stands out that obvious to me at all. I can't see any footprints. Can't see much of a disturbance at all. Ah, there's another fire spot here. Somebody's actually used charcoal briquettes and not disposed of them properly either. Look at that. So that's annoying. Although generally the people that do use this place do look after it really, really well, normally. I think they just need a bit more of an education on how to not scar the ground so much. I'm going to carry on having a little bit of a walk around here, see if I can see anything at all. Now, I know from this evidence that there has been people here. There's fire on the ground, or evidence of a fire on the ground, but can I see any footprints or anything else at all? No, I can't. Or do I not know what I'm looking for? That's probably the rub of it. Hopefully, in a year's time, if I've read enough and practiced enough, some more things might jump out at me. Who knows, or not, I don't know. But I want to learn as much as I can. I'm really interested in this tracking side of things. And as I learn, and if I pick anything up, I'll share that with you. And I'm sure there's lots of people out there thinking, oh Anthony, you are rubbish, I'm much better than you are. That's fair enough. Everything is a learning curve, isn't it? I'm not an expert, this is just a hobby to me, and something that I like doing. But I've discovered another part of my outdoor activities that I'm really looking forward to learning, and that's tracking and sign. I'm going to put the kettle on again. I've started on the nuts. I've just reached a bit where starting to talk about understanding human tracks. I think I'm allowed to read you a little bit. It's quite interesting. It says here, we also need to be aware of other changes in the trail. If, for example, the subject looks back over their shoulder while moving forwards, the head rotation is transferred to the pelvis, which alters the direction of their trajectory, causing them to veer to the side in which they're looking. This is revealed in a dramatic shortening of the stride and the toes turning to the viewing side. And he goes on to say, if the subject fears being pursued, such glances may be repeated frequently. Fascinating. I always find whenever I read one of Mears' books, I can hear his voice saying it. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So there are illustrations in here. So there are black and white photographs in here, and then in the middle there's some colour photographs describing some of the things that I've been talking about. So I'm really enjoying this. Well guys, thanks very much for joining me and watching. I'm hoping to get better at this track and sign business. I've said that in videos before, and I've kind of tried to keep up with it, but I find it harder than what I thought. I'll just have to persevere with it, and I haven't done much over the last few months really. I'm glad the weather is cooler. I'm glad autumn is here and winter is on its way. I actually spend a bit more time out, and it's a bit cooler actually. It was too hot this summer a lot of time. So guys, thanks for joining me today. Nice to see you all again. I've been here most of the day. I need to go. I've been getting into trouble. I'm going to go for another walk round, I don't know, for another half an hour with my pack on, give myself some exercise. Let's see what I can find. Oh, one thing I did mean to mention was Isaac and I went on a great canoe trip about 2 weeks ago. River Severn Canoes. We did just under 15 miles from Bridge North to Bewdley. If you're ever considering that, do it. I'll stick up a couple of photographs now for you to have a look at, but that's highly recommended. That was a great day out. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.